What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. We are here with another seasonal event in the winter. This is the April 22 festival thing, 2021. Just so you know which date it is, and so you know when this released and why your winter might have different challenges. But I'll also put it in the description, so whatever. So this is the race that we need to do. Restrictions, S1 900 and track toys. We have S1 899, which is about as close as it gets. And you will notice that the track toys are all rear-wheel drive. At least I didn't find one with all-wheel drive. But what you can do is you can do a drivetrain conversion, and I did that with the Corvette here, and our Corvette is now all-wheel drive. It improves acceleration and launch by a lot, and that's exactly what we want to make use of. And it also improves our handling here a little bit. And I just think for the winter event, the all-wheel drive, like it was with the other races already, is just such a big boost. Just look at how we leave those guys behind at the start here. I didn't fit winter tires because obviously this is still road racing and I don't think we need them. I almost got pushed off the road here. That was a bit rough. Maybe I should have... Nah, I don't think I need winter tires for this. Alright, we want to make use of our car here as best we can, and that means we want to accelerate better out of corners. I kind of force straightened it up by drifting into the wall here, or else we would have had to brake a lot earlier. And this was a great overtake where they kind of were a little late on the turn-in and we just darted in and drove past them. There was a car on our line, which was a bit annoying, and we were already too far on the right side to maybe look for a gap on the left, or else I would have tried doing that. Our first car is quite a bit ahead, but I don't really think it can stay that, and we already made up the gap. And now we need to push in and take the inside line, which is exactly what we did. That gives us the lead. Oh, we were a little bit late there. We were a little bit late on the brake. But now it's a sprint, and this car really shouldn't give us too much trouble. We're just holding them off. Kind of darting around and holding them off for a win in the first race. That was a lot less dominant than our performances in the other ones, but oh well. Now the race number 2. Okay, this looks like a lot more snow, and that should give us a bigger advantage. Now obviously we transferred to all-wheel drive to get an advantage in winter conditions, but the first race was mostly on dry roads with only a little bit of snow infringement. So this race should, at least the conditions here, should give us a bigger advantage. As you can see here, our all-wheel drive already doing a lot of work. Oh, a Lambo! Sweet! But that was apparently not available for purchase because I was looking at the cars I could have purchased for the event. So maybe, I don't know. You go away. The cars on the road are kind of annoying. And that's mostly why I'm not a big fan of the street events. And the fact that they are at night. That was a rough corner. Even with early braking, it was a bit rough. It feels weird to drive a Corvette with all-wheel drive because everything you knew about the Corvette and the way you drive it just goes out the window. And yeah, there is a Lambo. I think it is a Lambo. Looks like one. And yep, it is one. Like we have seen in the road racing event, the Lambos in these conditions are just absolutely amazing compared to everything else. Just because of how planted they are. I mean, we've seen it in the road racing event where we had the Centenario and the other Centenario and the, what was the other car, the Nano, I think. They were just driving away from everyone else that had the rear-wheel drive, so... But as you can see, this race a lot easier and we are a lot further ahead of everyone just because we have the all-wheel drive in these conditions. And that's why that other Lambo was also so far ahead of everyone else. Because that also has the rear-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive, I mean, and that makes such a huge difference here in these conditions. Especially on that snowy track we had now. And like I predicted, the snow track made us a lot better. Compared to the last race, where it was mostly dry. Do a quick wheel spin. 1000, that's... yeah. Okay. Alright, where's the last race? There it is. We shouldn't have too much trouble. Also the point standings, obviously someone else came second this time. So we should be fine. I also love this Corvette design. That's a GTLM design from the Le Mans Racing series. Or the car that is also racing in Le Mans. Or was racing, I don't think this is still a thing. But I'm not sure, I don't follow it as much anymore. But this Corvette is just so pretty. Shame you don't see much of it at night, but well. Now we have, at least here, relatively dry roads again. But, never mind. I was about to say how that diminishes our advantage. But now we are back on a road where our all-wheel drive does have an advantage. This is a bit annoying. And the traffic is just annoying to get around, so... Start inside here. Oh, that was a bit late. Still worked. There we go. You can already see the Lambo is just driving away, and we made a huge mistake here. I think we finished second. That can happen in the snow. I mean, it can happen in the dry as well, like, don't get me wrong. Things happen. I don't think we can catch him. He is pretty far ahead. I think we could have caught him. But that mistake was quite costly. I mean, unless he makes a huge mistake. We should probably tone down the risky driving a little bit. I just want to get closer, but I think with the risky driving we are just losing time and not making up time. We are making up a little bit, but yeah, it's not quite enough. Oh well, we still won the championship. Not what I wanted, well. That mistake certainly cost us. It's fine, Bo. That's fine. I don't know. You can tell how much it annoys me, right? Whatever. We got a car, which is fine. A very fine car, actually. Not one I want to drive in winter, though, so there's that. Alright. So hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can do this as well, and until next time, farewell.